Same face syndrome is a staple of the beginner artist experience. Much like the common cold, it's pretty natural at some point in your infancy that you'll run into this cheeky bugger. Encounter a bit of a state where your art style stops bouncing around everywhere, and you may begin to notice that OC number 1 is looking a little similar to OC number 2. Not to be dramatic, but much like the common cold, if left untreated, same face syndrome, damn, that name is a mouthful. SAM syndrome will lead to certain death. Before we get into the juicy part of this video where I tell you about how to beat same face syndrome, I need to sit you down and have a talk about something. As someone who has been on both the give and take of the SAM syndrome diagnosis, I think I need to state first that it actually won't kill you. You won't die if your characters have the same face. That's right, I said it. Sure, it can sometimes indicate your improvement in that area is taking a little nap. Your art can still look good when all the faces look the same, because you may innovate in other areas such as outfits, hair, or expressions. I think there are special cases though, where you should be putting a little more elbow grease into making everyone look a little different. Isn't that right, information authorities of the art community? So if you still want to press on, here is the exercise that I recommend to eliminate same face syndrome. Right, so what you want to do first is grab a reference. Try to pick something with a bit of personality, someone that draws you in, someone with emotion. No statues, no TikTok people, I need someone with a bit of flash. Here's some examples. This might be shocking, but the next step is to draw this vibrant person. Now, I prefer to do this on paper, but I'll do it digitally today because I didn't clean under my paw pads this morning. And trust, you don't want to see that. We don't want to capture just their general demographic in this drawing. We want to try and capture their essence, or their likeness for the more practical people out there. Some preliminary bits of advice: try to keep your chicken scratching to a minimum, especially on the main structural elements of the face. This can help improve your line economy, which is basically less lines do more thing, makes the forms more clear and such. Ugh, enough jargon, I can feel myself getting smart. Another thing to keep in mind, use stylization. Please use your dazzling imagination, but I warn with some restraint. I had crazy problems with this when I first tried this exercise. I draw myself in my art style so much that if an eye baffled me too much on a reference, I'd just chuck that sweet relief parallelogram in there and call it a day. These drawings do not have to be photorealistic, but if you're just slapping some sparkly anime eyes or juicy lips onto every person we're drawing, you're missing out on some delectable learning experiences, my friend. I'd suggest starting with the face's overall shape. Like Me Maker, it's kinda hard to branch out from the face shape that you're most comfortable with. Now, I actually don't want to be the glob galab galab today, but all you gotta do is trace a line with your eyeballs across the jaw up to the hairline all the way around, and now do that line with your pen. Of course, if there is hair obstructing the forehead, you can leave that part of the line out. They don't gotta know. Now you may have noticed that I'm already screwing up my attempts at my own drawing exercise. Do you regret listening to me yet? But I'm also keeping each failed drawing on the side, improving by taking mental notes on the last. This is super important, and for the same reason of embracing your beautiful self's own egregious, ugly mistakes, for extra gold stars, try to keep erasing to a minimum. You can go back and undo 1 or 2 lines, sure, but deleting a whole section because you messed it up, dude, just keep working on what you haven't completed yet and still have a chance to get right. Save the whole drawing and try again. Now you have a customized plan of what not to do and what to do better next time. One more tip. Just wanted to give it some space from that other one about avoiding stylization, because these tend to end up in some conflict. They be conflicting. But if your normal art style has even a drop, a sprinkle of stylization, you need to be true to yourself, draw in that unique art style, set yourself free. But seriously, if you're trying to match the reference exactly and draw every single little knit and hair, I'm not giving you a gold star, he's not giving you a gold star. The only person giving you a gold star will be you tomorrow when you wake up and your favorite internet person, Zeppin1, has helped you overcome your same face syndrome. Once you have one cool drawing under your belt, try to branch out a bit more. Let's find references of people of different ages, expressions, angles, ethnicities. Invite everybody in here. The whole idea behind this exercise is to develop your understanding of the process of translation that happens between your inside vision of what you want to draw and the features you have to complete it with. Before doing this exercise often, I didn't know how to draw noses. But what do you mean, Zeppy? That's a nose right there. No, that's an extremely small print of some text. But after building up my pile of ahas and following it like breadcrumbs through the forest of learning, when I thought about what nose to draw on the little gay people having an excursion outside of my brain for once, I actually had something to put on the canvas. Anyways, that's all I've got for this video. Keep drawing, party people. You're on the cusp of greatness. And subscribe, yeah!